First and foremost, I don't know if anybody here has seen my YouTube videos before, but 5 years ago, who remembers COVID happening and all of us were on lockdown, right? And so at that time frame, your boy Q had a very big operation. Charles, as my witness, because he went to my grand opening, we had just got a new office, built an entire new infrastructure, and then boom, it just got shut down because they wouldn't let us operate out of the building. You know what I'm saying? And so, guys, it's such a crazy thing, right? We decided that we were going to do the business virtually. Well, I called about three friends of mine. It was my friend Chris, my friend Keith, and my friend Aaron. And all four of us together did this really cool thing where we went live on the internet and we cold called people's leads for them. Not only did we cold call those leads for them, whatever you guys got, that was your profits. So that's what's so cool about this, guys, is that if we put a property under contract today, we're passing it on to you. As it stands, me, Khang, and Charles are basically your acquisition managers, right? But we're not getting a commission. We're just going to give you it. So we're going to try to put the properties that you guys sent us under contract and send it back to you. Now, just know we only have a few hours. I want to be mindful of my guys' times. Both of these dudes operate large operations. Kong is one of the virtual wholesale kings that you will ever meet on this planet. Dude's been in the business for a minute. Charles is a creative finance genius. Charles runs his own operation outside San Antonio, Texas, and literally has been in the game for over 20 years experience. But I'm not going to be the one to tell them what's up. First and foremost, that's just the baseline of what they bring to the table, but they got so much more to offer. And this is just so crazy. This is like the Avengers of wholesaling coming together. It's like seeing it's like seeing Superman and Captain America and Iron Man all together. So it's super cool, man. So without further ado, man, I'm gonna let my guests introduce themselves. Kong, let them know a little bit about you, bro, to the entire audience that is here.
Yeah, so just like Q said, man. First off, I want to say, Q, it is truly an honor to be here, man. And dude, it is. I'm extremely grateful, man, for you to bring me into your circle, and for every single one of you guys that are here, dude. I'm extremely grateful to be in this position, to be able to work for you. And I would never imagine to say I will work for you today. I'm gonna grind for you, and hopefully we can get some deals, lock up on a contract for you, and whether that's going to be your first deal or your next deal, man. But I'm pumped up and excited. And Charles, obviously, dude, it's an honor, bro, to get to meet you, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you guys. I don't want to qualify this, but I haven't cold call in many, many years, but I'm really, really good at negotiating problems. So we're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna see if we can get you guys some deals. I have been in the game for a long time. I specialize more in creative stuff, but we're gonna see if we can make some folks some money today.
Yeah, dude, this is so crazy, bro. Like, I can't tell you how hype I am. Come on, guys. If you're hype and you're in here, drop a fire emoji in the comment section. We got two guys that are probably busier than 90% of the people that I know that are willing to hop on this and to do the work for you. Like, that is just crazy. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these guys here, okay? I had to beat an old lady with a stick for some cranberry sauce to get Kong on this call, right? Okay. I had to tackle a motivated seller through a window and get him out of a house to force an eviction from my guy Charles to get on this call. That's how crazy this business can get, man. But this is super dope, y'all. So again, we might not get to everybody. Just know, we have a time limit. We're gonna try our best to just call and show you guys practical things and educate while we're doing this. We want to educate while we're doing this. So y'all are gonna see three different styles of cold calling. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The main thing that you're gonna notice is that confidence is the center of what we do and what we bring to the table. And cold calling, we all sucked at it at one point. But we're going to show you guys what time and trial and tribulation and learning and making mistakes can get to you. Okay. So without further ado, we have a whole list of leads. Now, mind you guys, I'm big on the honor system. I hope we're all on that same page. Can I get every single person's commitment in here that although we are going to share leads, that nobody here is going to try to shaft anybody for their lead? Okay. Because we're going to share the screen of all of the leads. I want all of y'all to know this, okay? So we're going to share the leads. We're going to call them one by one. Honor system. If that is you and you're willing to honor the honor system here, drop one in the comments. I don't want anybody screenshotting this stuff. If you do, I get notified on Zoom. You're instantly banned and removed from anything that we have moving forward, okay? And that's in all three communities because we all run our own game. So just so that you guys know, honor system. Number one, God is watching, okay? So just know that, all right? So don't do anything stupid because we want to do this long term with you guys. If all goes well and this is something that blows up, if y'all have ever watched this stuff on YouTube before, those videos have over 400,000 views. Literally, that one video converted so heavily for me and blew my brand up. This is my first time bringing the challenge back in years. It's been over 5 years since I've done something like this. And so, guys, we're just super excited. And I just want to say thank you to my speakers that are coming in here, my cold calling team, my people that are in the back end, like Alex and Rika, Charles and Kong, all of you guys, man. Just super grateful to have all y'all here. So, without further ado, we're going to run this thing up and we're going to see if we can get a property under contract. Okay. Now, this is the only thing that kind of sucks is that we don't really have any notes in regards to this. So, if everybody can just kind of be here with us, can y'all do me a favor as y'all come into this call? If y'all can, if we call your name up, we need details on the lead so that when we call them, we know exactly what we're getting into. One thing that I don't see on the leads that we have is that there's no notations for the lead. We just got their email, phone number, no remarks. So again, as cool as this stuff sounds, we also want to make sure because you see, you got like 100 people submitting 100 different leads. Y'all are more than welcome to submit more, but I don't know if we're going to get to all of them. But these are some of the leads that we have available for this. There's no notes. So this is almost as pure as a cold call. But we do know who we're working with. So it's the name of the seller, phone number, and then we have the address of the property, and then we have the individual who submitted the lead. We have their email and we have their number as well. So that's all here. We just don't have notes on the lead. So that kind of sucks, but it's okay. We're going to pivot off of this anyway, and these are going to be as pure as cold call. So let's go on ahead and do this way. I'm going to pull up a little spinny thing, a spinning wheel,
Hey,
and we're going
let's
to put
go.
everybody's name in there. Okay, we're going to see who's going to call first. So Kong, and then Charles, and then Q. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen, guys. Let's get rocking and rolling on this, and we're gonna see who's starting this thing off.
I just need to get an easy seller names.
Oh, snap! The ice broke Charles, bro.
Oh, hey, Charles, don't set the bar too high, bro.
So I gotta
Honestly,
wait, wait, I gotta go first.
yes, you got
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
first, bro.
Okay, so all right, guys, I don't want to waste somebody's time, so I gotta use my phone, right? My own phone, or what are we doing?
Yes, we're just gonna use our own phones for right now. It's fine, unless you got a Google Voice number or whatever. It just takes more time. I'm doing it straight from my phone.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
So we got let me see here. Let me look up the property here.
so the
Uh
first one is Roberta, right? Q.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Now
cool.
you want me to show the property here, Q, on the shared screen or what?
Run it the way you would, brother.
All right, let me do what I do, guys. So let me show you what I would do first. And this is what I teach my guys. So the first thing I would do is I would be looking. Can y'all see the address here?
Yep.
All right, give me a second. All right, you guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the first thing I would do, just real quick, I'm gonna come look at the property, 1305 Salt Lake. This is a new, this is probably a new
The guy for
neighborhood.
the contractors need a signature.
Sorry, did
If
somebody
you're
say
gonna
something?
mute yourself, no, it's okay. We just have people talking.
Yeah. So the first thing I would do is I'm gonna go look at I want to go see where it's at. So I know this is a new neighborhood. So I'm looking at this area now. I can go look up the CAD. I mean, that's just what I would do. I don't have the CAD open right now because I didn't expect to be the first one. But let's go ahead and do that real quick. These are the things that I would be doing, guys. I know it's a new property, probably has a mortgage, so I'm not gonna run it through the tax assessor. Now, if it was an older property, I would run it through the tax assessor to see if there's any taxes owed. And so let me see here if it pops up. Where are we at right here?
By the way,
So
guys, well, while Charles is doing that, I want to let you guys know that I got invited many times to do this, and I turn all of them down. And I doing this for my man, my ball Q, man.
so so guys, this is how I teach my guys. I say, hey, but the first thing I like to do is go to Zillow, because Zillow tells me a lot of information. I get to see, the information on the property. This one doesn't have a lot. but I get to see where it's at. A lot of times you can zoom in and actually see the property, and then I get to see the cat. And this one, I know it's a new house, so it's probably I'm not going to check the taxes, but I get to see here 2017. They bought it before the COVID. And then I want to ask, who's the person who got this deal? Ryan Garcia, right? Ryan Garza.
Yeah. I
Hey
don't
Ryan, so I want to ask Ryan a quick question.
I don't think he's in the call, but he submitted his lead.
Okay, so we don't really know a lot about the property, so
Let's go.
I don't know how he got it, but I'm gonna go ahead and call this lady, and we're gonna see. I mean, I'm blind, so I don't know what the issue is here, whether it's a possible sub two, or whether it's what the issue is. But let's go ahead and call her. Let me see here, 630-969-8339. Okay, guys, this is gonna go down right now.
Let's
And
go, Charles.
what's that?
I said, let's go, Charles.
You got
I
this,
know.
bro.
Here we go.
This is crazy, y'all. This is monumental. Like, really. Put it on speaker, Charles.
You're on speaker.
Okay. If no answer, just move straight to the next one.
All right. Let's do the next one. This other one right here, it's gonna be in Naples. So this one's out of the state. So I'm gonna really look at this one. Give me a second. I want to go back to Zillow. Let me just look it up real quick. I just want to take a quick glance at it. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and call this person right here.
Oh, this is me. Sorry about that.
What up, Alan?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, that's the one I submitted.
This property,
right.
give us the background while we call.
All right. Well, this is one of my driving for dollar leads. I left a sticky note on the door and he called me back to reach back out to me. We spoke for about 15 minutes. He's a broker agent saying that he's looking to sell it to get the funds for to move his business on the other side of the coast of the state. He told me that the ARV is around 550. He's saying this is basically a sub two deal. I'm not too familiar with sub two, but he was giving me some numbers saying that this is basically a sub two deal for him, and that's the only way that it'll work.
Okay.
So he owes 297K on the was what his loan is. So he's looking and he's saying the interest rate's around 3% and 1,800 a month for rent.
All right. That's good. That's good information, man. Let me just look it up on props real quick.
All right, cool.
Only reason I'm looking it up on PropStream because now that we know it's a possible sub two, I like PropStream is because PropStream will tell us in most cases, who they're with. It's an FHA loan. It's
Right.
324. There's the lender 2.8 rate. Now, guys, if he's saying the property is worth 5+, he has
Right.
potential equity in the deal. So there's probably going to be what you call a hybrid subject to. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and call this guy real quick. Give me a second.
His name's Javier.
All right, I'm calling him now.
All right.
Charles.
Hey Javier, how you doing? This is Charles, brother. I was giving you a call because a friend of mine referred me to you. He said you got a property over here in Naples that you're looking to want to depart with, possibly on sub two, and that's what I do, brother. I specialize in sub twos. I was wondering if we could have a conversation about it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not 100% set on selling it, but I do need some liquidity right now for a business I'm buying. So I mean, if, like the right offer comes along, then I'm definitely open to it.
Got it. Well, look, man, I don't want to take a lot of your time. I can pretty much make these decisions pretty quickly, but I do need to ask a few questions if you don't mind. First, I wanted to talk about the property. Is it currently occupied or is it empty?
it's currently occupied.
Are you occupying it?
Yes.
Got it, got it. And then I see here, I looked up the property. Of course, this is what I do, sub two. You have an FHA loan on it, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Got it, got it. The rate's fabulous, man. I think you're what, sitting about 2.8?
3.1.
That's still fantastic, man. Okay, well, let me ask you. So let's just get to the chase, man. You have equity in the deal. I'm gonna run some comps myself, but my guy was telling me that you had already ran comps on the property. You're in the business. Can you tell me what you came up with so that way I can run my comps against yours?
Yeah, I know it can go and sell on the market for at least 550. I'd say that's conservative. Most of the properties that have sold in that 550-ish range in the last 3 months don't have a pool. So we do have a pool, and that's I know that cost that factors in a lot. Square footage wise, we're right in the sweet spot, about 1,700. It's 3 bed, 2 bath, 2 car garage, sitting on a 1/4 acre.
Got it. And the condition of the house, I mean, I'm assuming, I want to just,
Might be the one thing that could use some updating, but it's not in a condition where if you want to just rent it out, it's perfect. I think it's better than
got it.
perfectly fine.
All right, so I'm interested, man. I do a lot of these sub twos around the country, totally interested in it, and I'm definitely interested in working out an agreement with you. Most likely what we're looking at here is what we call a sub two hybrid, where we got to get some money in your pocket, of course, and we got to help meet the amount that you're looking to get. I do have a few questions on the financing, and please forgive me, I don't mean to pry, but have you ever had any issues with the lender or had to do a modification or forbearance or anything like that?
No, never. We've always paid on time. There's never been any issues.
Perfect. Well, look, there's 2 things that I need. I can send you over my information here shortly. I'll text you over my contact information. My company's called Home Sell. I'll send you over my contact so you know who you're talking to. And I'll also even say, I have a IG, personality online. So I'll send you that over so you can put, eyes to who's talking to you. What I do need from you to make a decision on this subject too, is 2 things. One, if you have photos of the property, that would really help. I'd love to see the pool. That goes a long way, and we can make a decision on the on the house. And then the other thing is sometimes people feel a little weird about this, but you can definitely blank out the account number, any other information. Is if I can get a snapshot of the mortgage statement. If I can get a snapshot of the mortgage statement, that would really help. And so,
For a fact, we owe to the T, it's 297. That's exactly what we owe, and the mortgage. I got my fault. I sent it recently because this is the other this is the alternative I'm considering because I could again I'm just looking for liquidity. And the other option would be to go and get a HELOC. So that's the other option I'm considering. So I would balance, see what you would offer, and then I think right now with the HELOC, I could get about 150, give or take. I know there's about 250, but after they do their math, etc.,
yeah.
and that comes out to 150, and equity that I can pull out.
So on the HELOC line of credit, right? You're going to get 2 payments there with on the mortgage. What's the PITI? Can you tell me that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm pull up right now.
You're in the business, right?
Yes.
Got it. Man, that helps a lot, man, when I'm talking to somebody who's in the business. So
No, I bet.
yeah,
It comes out to exactly 21.58 with 21 cents.
perfect.
158.
Got it. So 297 balance, 250. Do we have HOA on this thing?
No HOA.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And then my other question on this, have you ran rental comps on this property to see what rental comps would come in?
Yeah, I mean, rental comps are definitely over 3K. But the thing is, what you got to keep in mind is this specific area. There's a lot of people that do they'll convert the garage to like an in-laws. Like, it's very common for most rental properties here. So just the efficiency, just that part alone, the in-laws is renting for about 1,500. Now, given
Perfect.
you'd have to convert it, but I mean, just that would just be the two-car garage, converting the two-car garage into an in-house. Just that alone, I mean, definitely like something remodeled, decent, it's going for 1,500. So if you now rent that side out and then rent the house by itself, you could rent the house out for at least 2,700, 2,800 for sure. I mean, it's just the house, the 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and the pool. So I mean,
Got it.
there's definitely some money to be made with this.
I love it, man. I really appreciate when I'm talking to somebody who's in the business because I can ask you questions I normally wouldn't be able to ask someone. So my last question here before we land this ship is if we could do this, how fast would you be looking to get this done?
Honestly, that really depends on what the number is. Like I said, right now I'm also selling in the middle of selling the family business. We own a bread route, like bread distribution,
Hmm.
and we're getting into the assisted living business. So the facility we're looking at is on the East Coast,
Got it.
and we're selling this off. And again, like, we could keep the house and rent it out, but right now, at this second, I guess you could say, the liquidity makes more sense. Like, if you were to balance both things out, it doesn't make sense to lose out on a facility because you couldn't rent out the house. Like, the house is gonna make you $2,000 a month, $3,000 maybe. Those facilities, it's like 29 beds. I think it makes sense.
Got it. Got it. That's great, man. Hey, this business that you've had, this how long you've had, if you don't mind me asking. And the only reason I'm asking because I have a contact man that that works with small businesses around the country to, there's folks that want to buy and sell businesses all the time. I don't know, I might be able to help you with that. How long have you had that? I'm just going to shift gears just for a second. How long have you had it? And you know, I have to ask, is it making a profit? And if you have your financials, I can definitely put you in contact with my guy. Well, that's all they do, man. They find buyers for business, small businesses around the country. That's their business, and I can definitely give you a plug on that.
Definitely. I mean, I definitely could use that.
Yeah,
That perfect timing. Yeah. So right, we've owned the route for 10 years. It's grown. I mean, we bought it for about I think it was like 140, and right now it's worth at least 250. Which is good because basically how it works is like you got a given territory, and in the area of Naples we have like the estates. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Naples area, but basically the estates is like what's expanding right now, an expansion. And our territory, anything that gets built in that area is, I mean, any store that gets built that we deliver bread to is automatically ours, and we don't have to buy it. So it's almost like built-in equity because it has such a good territory. So like right now in October, there's a new store that's opening, and it's in our territory. And whatever sales that generates will obviously be added to ours because we're going to be delivering bread there. So I mean, it's definitely a good business. Long term, it's going. It's paid us well, but now it's time to move on.
man, bro, that's awesome, man.
And
I don't want to cut you off. I want to dig deep. Just two more questions on this one because I definitely didn't get to the plug with my guy. Two questions. What are you looking to sell the business for? And the other question, this one's going to be a curveball, but I'd like to give my guy as much information as possible because hopefully we can help you both on the house and the business. What are you trying to sell the business for? And you already got the financials. That's not an issue. This is the curveball. Is it possible that you would be interested in a seller finance type of agreement for that business?
okay, so Yes, yes, and no. So this is a scenario. I need to clear. I need to like. I need to clear 250 to get my down payment for the business I'm buying. So right now I have it listed at 285, and I've been getting some people that are interested. I got a gentleman from the other coast that also has the Membo route, and he's interested as well. So I gotta see where that goes. But shoot, what was I just saying?
No, you were talking about what you got it listed for, and you got an offer on this property. I had asked you
Yeah.
if worst case scenario, if there was an offer, if a possible offer for owner finance. The only reason I'm asking you is because my guy, they deal with properties anywhere from from small as 100,000 all the way up to 5 million, and they do cash out a lot of properties. They help a lot of people get SBA loans and stuff like that, but sometimes they'll work an owner finance angle, and so I want to be able to get him as much information. I'm going to definitely do the plug. I got you. I got your number. I'm gonna.
No real estate attached to it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be. You
Okay.
got a functioning business, my friend, and it's making money. And if that can be sold, you don't need a tangible asset to sell a business that's making money. You're already making money. So I'm definitely going to put you in contact with my guy. I'm going to look up the property, man. I know you gave me the numbers. And I appreciate that. I'm going to work those numbers. If you feel comfortable, send me a copy of the mortgage statement. That would be fantastic. I'm going to text you over here my IG and my company here in a minute. That way you can put eyes to who you're talking to, and we'll see about getting you an offer here on your property. I don't know, within the hour or so, and then I'll get that. I'll text my guy over here, the ones that deals with the businesses here. I'll text him here, and I'll get you plugged in. If not today, for sure tomorrow, and that way we can see if we can get something done. See if we can get something done on both these properties, man. I mean, well, the business and the
No,
property.
no, definitely, that would be huge. Like I said, I'm open to anything. That makes sense for us. I know we're in a unique situation right now with having to sell everything. So if the right thing comes along, right offer, we're definitely looking, open minded about it.
Yeah, I didn't catch on something. Where are you doing this business out of? Are you moving out of Naples, or are you going somewhere else? I don't know if I caught that part.
Right. So the retirement home we're buying is on the East Coast. We're in Naples, Florida, and it's basically more in the Miami area. So Naples is the West Coast, and Miami's, as you know, is the East. So we, again, for the home, go over and live in the Miami area while we, establish the business. Maybe stay over there. But the other option, like, again, if we don't have anything solid on the house, we'll just, I guess, keep the house and rent it out long term. I guess just have it passive on the side.
Got you.
So,
Are you already have a place to stay there in Miami? If you make that move and everything works out for you, or because the reason I'm asking, go ahead. The reason I'm asking is because just like you're contemplating doing a sub two on this property, right? And I have folks in Tampa and the Miami area. If you haven't found a spot, bro, if we could help you find a sub two over there, it'd be like giving up one and picking up another one. So I don't know how far deep we can go with this. The first step is to see if we can get this deal done for you. Of course, that's my main goal. If I can get you plugged in with my boy that does sells businesses and buys businesses, that'd be awesome. But even if I can't help you with this, with whether you're gonna buy a house or try to get a home there in Miami, I'll get you plugged in there too, man. And I don't mind sending you over a link that basically describes exactly how to get the sub two, find a sub two, and if I can help you with that, that'd be perfect too, man.
no, definitely. Yeah, no, I think sub two's definitely very interesting way to go about it, especially with how the rates are in, because the only option you have if you're buying a house at the current rate is to do a rate buy down, which in some cases works out well. But if you can do a sub two, find someone that is in a unique situation, even if I got to throw a little bit of money into it, to rehab it. I'm still building equity with that, so it'll make sense if it's going to end up being our primary home or
Sounds good. I'll tell you what, I won't take up any more time. I'm gonna send you over what I said I would. I'm gonna run some numbers on your property. I'll contact my guy on the businesses, and I'll be texting you over some info here shortly, and let's see if we can get this thing done, okay?
Sounds good, brother. I really appreciate the call.
Of course, man. Talk to you then.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay,
Man.
guys. So let me just tell you, um, with the sub two, I have to look at his mortgage statement, because I want to make sure, I want to look up the bank. I can see the one on PropStream, but I want to make sure it's not a bank that's prone to call notes. Not all of them are, but if it's a credit union, I don't really want to do it. If it's a portfolio lender, I don't want to do it because the portfolio lenders they look at they look at they evaluate these deeds, they audit these files, and the chances of the due on sale being called is very very high. What I wanted to do with him is just well, I wanted to take down the fence. He's experienced. I wanted to compliment him. I wanted to compliment him and let him know that I know that he knows his shit. And so that guard goes down, and so there's no fighting. And the good thing about it is he was a very pleasant person to talk to. And I also wanted to keep him talking. The more you keep somebody talking, and the more you let them share what they're trying to accomplish, and then you're listening, you can interject. So of course, I do have a contact for businesses, and I want to put him in contact with that. I want to show that I'm a resource to him. So I'm going to get that done. And I do have some contacts in Miami that can possibly help him get a sub two. So the more you can help that person, the more likely he's going to bend on the actual acquisition of the target property. Now he does have equity in his property, and you guys heard him. He's trying to pull some of that equity out, and the problem is he needs the money to buy this business, and there's very few people who are going to drop a large amount of money on a sub two with the risk of the note being called if that was to happen. So I'm going to run some numbers, and then by the end of this call, I'll share with you guys what I think the offer should be, and then we'll go from there.
Man, dude,
That
Charles,
was good.
insane, bro. Really, the fact that you talked about creative finance pitching a business to bundle it up with the property. Come on. Like what? Who thinks of that, bro? I would have just pivoted to the house, you know what I'm saying? But you don't know what you don't know. And I think that you guys really got to like take a look at the psychology of that, man. Like really, a lot of it was just relationship building, earning the trust. Clearly, the guy could tell that Charles was knowledgeable. Charles used that to his benefit to even further his agenda as far as what he could and what he couldn't do and what he was capable of. And so, it's also great to leave people with value, even if we know that we can't help them. I can't say that every person that I've ever met at a foreclosure wanted to sell me their property as I knocked on the door. Well, all right, well, here's a whole brochure I'm going to give you that can help you keep your house. And then with my information at the bottom of that brochure to tell you that I'm your final option. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that's a good way to just add value while at the same time reciprocating that you're still a solution to the problem. So think about that, guys. It's super cool to do. Next call. Let's get it. Oh man, it looks like I'm the last, bro. Come on.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go. So the next one I'm calling is, how do you pronounce his name? Jared? Jared?
Jerry?
Jared?
Jared?
G-E-R, right? That's the next one, right?
Let me see.
A-R-D.
It's
So you
Gerard.
guys, Gerard, if I can't pronounce a seller's name, and if I can do this, honestly, man, this should give you guys so much belief and confidence. Okay, so let's rock and roll here. Gerard, right?
Yep.
So it's okay, 718. Okay, 397. 22. No, wait, sorry.
I can read it off to you.
Hold on a second. 718
498
498
2272.
2272. Gerard, right?
Yep. Address is 516 Schenck Avenue.
Got it.
That's my deal. Oh, wow.
Let's go.
Give us some background if you can.
Oh, yes. So really quick, this is a seller that he wants to sell. He said in about a month, but he's currently in the process of
I'm gonna try to call him one more time. He didn't
evict.
answer.
Oh, okay.
So typically I call him twice, back to back,
He's
sometimes 3 times, depending on how desperate I am.
okay. Just to let you know, he's in the process of evicting his tenants, but everything should be cleared up next month. So he's definitely like interested in selling.
Okay.
You guys can hear that, right? Triple dial sometime, Ben, you got it.
If not, we just move to the next one.
Okay.
Erica Johnson, what is up?
All right, let's move to the next one. Let's back to back. Jose, easy name. I love it. When I come across an easy name, I love it. So Jose 397 7372.
397-7372.
Right? Jose.
You have dialed has calling restrictions that have prevented the
Okay, we'll move on to the next one, right?
Which one are you at? Are you on Andres Alvarado, Adam Urich, or
Kayla? I'm
Kayla?
on Kayla.
Okay,
832
I see. 830-8209.
830 8209.
Correct.
Yep. Okay.
The address to the property is 14406
call cannot be
Brunswick.
completed as dialed. Please check the
Said it cannot be complete as dial, but
That
the
one's in
number is
Houston.
correct. So move on to the next one.
Yes, until we get someone.
William. Perfect. William. Easy name. I love the easy name. 635. I'm pounding the phone for you guys, man. 4634. 4634. William.
This call is being recorded.
Huh? I remember when I first started 12 years ago when I made calls, I was like, man, I hope they don't answer. But this time it's different. I hope they answer. I remember, man, my mentor made me call and I was so scared. Please send a text, thank you. So let's move on to the next one is Max Mino? Max. I'm just gonna call him Max. 832-620. Damn. 9684.
It's in Houston.
Okay.
Zero Drive in Houston.
Max.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable.
Okay. So
What's going on with Jason's lead?
okay. Jessica, right? No. Gerson. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Pearson.
Gerson?
I don't. Oh, Kier, like with a K?
Oh, Kirsten. Okay, Kirsten.
Is it Kirsten? I don't know. I can't tell where you're at. You're bouncing in the leads.
Sosa. 281-830-8046.
I see it.
How do I pronounce that? Q.
261-830. Hold on. I just lost it.
Kirsten? I'm just gonna call.
Okay.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number.
Check the number. Yep, 821. Oh, 281. 830. And some of you only called. I don't know how some people can only call 40 people or 30 people an hour, dude. You can go through this thing, no problem.
Yep. Bro, we just hit capacity in this room and I'm not buying more space.
Gerson? Gerson. Did I pronounce his name correctly? Gerson?
Your call has been forwarded to an.
Okay, so I'm gonna move on to just next one, Jessica. Quentin. Last name same as yours, bro.
Dang.
Your sister? No, just kidding. Would that be funny if I call your sister?
Yeah, right.
Jessica.
Every time I hear that name, I just think of freaking.
Hello?
Hello, this is Khang. Can I speak to Jessica, please?
You have the wrong number.
Who am I speaking to?
Not Jessica.
Yeah, so but basically, since I already got you on the phone, I just want to let you know that I was calling around to. I'm interested in buy 1 or 2 more property in the area for cash. Since I already got you on the phone, do you have a house or property that you're interested in selling?
No.
Do you know anybody that might be interested in selling their property to a local investor?
No.
Okay, well, keep my phone number if you do come across anybody that is, because we do give out $1,000 for referral fee.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Plant the seeds, move on to the next one. Francisco.
Opportunity out of every call, y'all. That is a very important thing.
Get the bang for your buck right there.
You
I
guys.
talk really fast, guys. I'm Asian, so we do everything pretty fast. But make sure you plant the seeds. It's very important.
Yep.
I know that we don't have time, so that's why 258. Okay, the next one is, what is it? Francisco.
Type the number and dial.
346. Let me see here. Yep, 346.
444.
Yep.
5844.
Yep, 5844. Yep, that's correct. Let me try it again.
Your call cannot be complete.
Okay.
Jason, I think, submitted cold leads, like super cold, with phone numbers.
Fernando.
Yeah. So I'm not sure. We're looking for leads that have been talked to, guys. So if you have submitted a lead, don't just submit a bunch of cold leads. Those don't necessarily do anything for us. We're trying to put a property under contract for you. Robinson Batista in the crowd says that he has one. It's up to you, brother, if you want to do honor system with this. He's private messaging me. If you want to send me the details, Khang can call it. This is your opportunity.
Hello?
Hi there. Can I speak to Fernando, please?
Who?
Fernando.
Oh, you wrong.
Is this, I'm sorry, what's your name? Hello? Okay, so that's the wrong number. I mean, it's up to you, Q. If you want me to continue calling the list.
Robinson's, he's sending me one right now. The address is
Okay.
5226 100th Avenue.
Hold on a second. 5226.
100th Avenue North, and I don't know what city and state it is.
Okay. What's the phone number?
Phone number 727
727.
798
Yep.
3400.
3400 and seller's name?
Hey,
Seller's name.
Quentin,
Yes,
Khang,
sir.
how you guys doing? I can give you guys some insight on this lead.
We need a name for the person and
Yeah.
where
It's
is the property located? City, state?
it's in Pinellas, Florida.
Pinella, Florida. Got it. Okay.
Pinellas Park, Florida. Yeah, the one that you're gonna be calling is so I got in contact with the homeowner. Her and her brother inherited the property, but they wanted to get a realtor involved. They're kind of going through a summary administration, so the one that's
Okay.
handling
Oh, wait,
everything.
Rob. Hold on a second, man. So what's the seller's name?
The seller's name is Susan, but the phone number I gave to you is
Yeah.
of the realtor that's handling everything for them that I'm close to getting the property under contract.
Okay, so you chat with the realtor already.
Yeah.
Have you made an offer?
Yeah, everything is locked in. The only thing is that the seller apparently signed a listing agreement with the realtor, and I'm trying to tell this realtor now that it doesn't matter because we can just pay the cancellation fee.
Okay, so wait a second, bro. So you want me to call the realtors?
Correct, because the realtor is the one who's representing the other brother that inherited the property, so she's gonna do all the paperwork.
Okay, so you want me to call the realtors and say what?
Okay, so I spoke with the homeowners.
Yep.
They inherited the property. Then they referred me over to the realtor that's representing the brother that owns half of the house. But now
Okay.
she doesn't want to send me the purchase agreement or for us to get the property under contract because the other seller already signed a listing agreement with an agent. And I'm trying to tell her that doesn't really matter because you need both parties to sign to have a valid agreement that we can just pay a cancellation fee, worst comes to worst. But all the numbers are there. Everything is pretty much ready to go.
Khang, if I can explain it to you a little bit
Yeah.
more thoroughly. there's two heirs that inherited the property.
Yep.
Rob is already in contract with one. We need the second signature for the brother. The brother has a representator who is a realtor. We got to
Yep.
convince him to sign the agreement and get
Okay.
both of them on board with selling.
Got it. So basically, Rob, so right now, what's holding this back is this agent here.
Correct.
She's holding it back because the other heir signed a listing agreement with somebody else, and she thinks that they're not able to sign anything else until they get this released.
Okay, so the realtor I'm calling, what's her name?
Her name is Ladine.
Ladine. So when I called her, does she has the power? Like, okay, so has she? So the other brother, has that brother signed the listing agreement with her or with somebody else?
With nobody. He hasn't signed anything with anybody. He just wants her to help him because that's his friend.
Okay, and have you chat with her yet?
I did.
And what did she say?
She was supposed to send me a purchase agreement. She wanted me to sign a buyer's broker agreement. She's just stalling everything because the sister, who she's not talking to, signed a listing agreement with another realtor.
Okay. So I mean, my whole thing is if I'm going to call her back, I'll probably positions, obviously I'm your partner, and then kind of ask her what does she need from us for her to move forward with us.
Yeah, she's saying she can't do anything until she gets a cancellation from the other realtor. But what I'm trying to explain to her is that's not valid because that first agreement that was signed with the first realtor, there needs to be two parties to sign to that. And only one heir signed it off.
Okay,
And
I mean, Q. Okay, I mean, Q. I mean, I want to talk to you about this. Like, so this lead here, even if I get on the phone and we talk to this agent, but this agent said, well, there's nothing I can do. So now we're trying to convince her to convince the other agent that, dude, the contract that you got, the listing agent, that the listing agreement you got signed, it's not even yours. Or, I mean, it's not valid. So now we're going through Ladine and then going through another agent. Correct, Rob?
I mean, if that's the way that I see it is, she either we pay the cancellation fee or we just get the property under contract with the two heirs, send it to title because the first listing agreement is not valid and the title company is going to be able to vouch for that. So she's
Okay.
stalling the process because she thinks that the other realtor has a valid, I guess, listing agreement.
Is this person a rightful heir though, Rob?
Yes.
The listing agreement is valid because all parties are not in agreement. That person can sell their interest if they wanted to via listing agreement because she's still owner. Whoever that is that inherited is still owner. There's nothing that we can do on this. This would actually require more of an attorney. I wouldn't advise call to make the phone call because this is a lot for this deal in particular. This requires more expertise, creative problem solving. This has nothing to do with kind of putting a property under contract. We have to convince somebody to kind of cancel a listing agreement when they're rightfully an heir to a property. They do have a valid listing agreement because they are an heir. So that means that they can list their interest if they wanted to. Even if they can't sell the whole property as a whole, they're free to do what they'd like. And in also knowing that you are an outside party coming in trying to purchase that property, but there's interests involved. So those interests is that person's acting on behalf of their own interest. You have to either take this thing to court and get everybody on the same page, do a suit to quiet title, and if there's an heir that is holding up the potential sale of a property, I would recommend notifying an attorney to see if the attorney can help you out with kind of mitigating this, because this is more mitigation. There's no level of cold calling that may be able to fix this. If the agent doesn't want to agree, it's not up to the agent, it's up to the client because the agent's representing to the client. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand, I guess.
On a deal like this, I don't know what value that we could bring as far as calling, because this would be a more personalized situation. Khang and I would not just put the property under contract. We would have to help you and walk you through the curative title phase of this, considering it's a multiple heirship situation. This requires an attorney. I would recommend an attorney, Rob.
All right, thank you.
All good. I
Thanks,
have
Q.
a lead that somebody gave me, Khang.
I'm what?
I have one that somebody gave me. It's 20 properties.
Okay.
Old lady's 85, and she wants
Okay.
to sell all 20 of them.
Okay.
Okay, so the address, so she gave a plot of land, but she is 85 and has 20 houses that she's trying to sell.
Damn.
In Illinois. Sylvia is her name. She's 85. She's already retired. She wants to avoid capital gains if possible. Her phone number is 309 696 2595. She knows Tyvon. So Tyvon Davis is the partner here. Tyvon is a local firefighter. So we'll say that that's our partner and our friend. But yeah, she has 20 houses that she would like to sell, and she's willing to give away a plot of land. Um, she has two houses that she's really interested in
Wait,
selling.
wait, Q. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the seller's name is Sylvia.
Sylvia, yes.
309 696
2595.
2595.
696 2595.
Okay, and I called on behalf of who's
Tyvon.
partner? Tyvon.
Tyvon.
Tyvon's partner.
Correct.
Okay.
She knows me as Ty Davis.
Okay, Ty. Cool, Ty. So basically, Ty, I'm gonna call her. So what have you chat with her so far?
Okay, so far, I was doing my cold calling. I stumbled across one of her properties. In doing so, she ended up giving me a plot of land that I got for free from her. But I'm trying to now figure out how to, I guess, wholesale some of these houses she has. The last conversation we had, I walked two of her houses.
Wait, Ty. Hold on a second, dude. So all I want to know from you is that have you made her an offer yet?
On the two houses out of 20, yes. She was trying to get rid of two of them as a package.
Okay, so basically out of the 20, there's two particular house that you chat with her about.
Yes.
That have she gave you a price?
Yes, and I'm going back to look at our previous conversation. I believe it was 150. It was either 150 or 170 for the
Okay,
two houses.
hold on a second. So 150 for both house.
Yep.
And have you made her an offer?
No. Because
so basically, Ty, I'm calling back as your purchase manager to make her an offer.
Yes, correct.
Okay, dude, easy. Got it. Okay, so I'm calling back to make her an offer. Okay. And so what do you think the property's worth?
Here in this market,
Yep.
I would say each house, but you could probably get anywhere from like 85 to 100,000 per house.
Okay, so if we go with 100,000, that's 100,000 per house. So the ARV. So basically, if I were you, dude, I would put this property under contract at two separate contracts. So I wouldn't bundle them. I'll put them under contract as separate two, so I can sell one to Q and one to Lewis. All right, but because maybe Q doesn't want the two house. He said, I only want one that's pink, not the black one. Okay. So
well, another thing with this deal is that in these two houses, they both have Section 8 tenants.
Okay. Ty, that's fine. I mean, so we don't have much time. I'm just gonna call her up. I'm just gonna make her an offer. So basically, ARV is 100,000, and she wants about $75,000 for each.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
And how much repair do you think it needs?
They both just got a brand new roof. They got new mechanicals.
Okay, bro. Like Ty, I just need from you, dude. It's a number because we don't have time. So
if anything, I would say like maybe $5K to $10K for painting.
Okay, got it. So let me call her up. So she wants 75. Honestly, dude, if it's only 5 to 10K, all we need to do is get her down to like 50 or so.
Yeah, 50K per.
Yeah. If we get it down to 50, it could be a $10,000 wholesale deal. But let's see. So her name is Sylvia. Your name is okay. So Ty, I'm partnered with Ty. Got it. Okay, got it. I'm calling her now. Does she know that I'm calling, or somebody's calling?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. That's good. Caught her out of surprise. Hello. Good afternoon. Is this Sylvia?
Yes.
Sylvia, my name is Khang. I'm actually the purchase manager that's working with Ty regarding the two houses that you're interested in selling. Sylvia, how's your Wednesday going so far?
How's my what?
How's your Wednesday going so far?
Decatur at the farm show right now.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Sylvia, do you have a few minutes to chat?
Yeah, if you can hold on a minute.
Sure, sure.
Just a minute.
Yep, not a problem. Take your time. No problem, Sylvia. No problem. I'm still here. Do your thing. No rush. The only thing I got, Sylvia, is time. Ty, are you ready to lock this thing up, Ty? Ty, are you ready? You ready to lock this thing up, baby?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'm back now.
Fantastic. So Sylvia, I know that you're that you don't have much time, and I'm not going to take much of your time here. So I just want to go over some information that you have discussed with Ty regarding your two house that you're interested in selling or getting a cash offer on. My job here is actually to review everything with you, Sylvia, go over everything about the property, and then I'll be able to present you with a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer. Okay?
Well, why isn't Ty doing this?
Yeah, well, I'm actually the purchase manager. So basically what Ty does is he gathers on the information about the property. We do the research on it. And my job is to call you back and present you with the cash offer. And, you know, hopefully together we can come to an agreement. Yeah. Sylvia, I can respect that you want the cash offer, but for me to make sure that I make you a fair and touching cash offer on it, I just got a few questions to ask you regarding your property so we can give you the top dollar for it, okay? Okay, so fantastic. And so I know that Ty mentioned that out of the 20 house, there's only 2 house that you really want to sell, right?
Oh, I'm going to sell all of them.
Okay, but there's
Yeah, I'm going to keep 4.
got it. But 2 of them are the first 2 that you want to sell first, right?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So now Sylvia, do you have a time frame? So let's just say that we both come to an agreement on this phone call on a price that'll work for you and work for us. Do you know how soon you'd like to sell and close escrow on this?
Pretty soon. As soon as the bank gets the stuff ready.
Gotcha. Okay, as soon as the bank gets everything ready. So typically for us, Sylvia, we just want to make sure that all the paperwork, everything is done correctly. If we do it 30 to 45 days or sooner closing, would that work for you? Okay, fantastic. Okay. Now, out of the 20 of them, Sylvia, why did you choose this to sell first? Is there a particular reason?
No, they called me. They picked those 2.
I see. Got it. So we picked this 2 that we want out of your 20. Okay. And Sylvia, so I know that Ty mentioned that you're looking to get what 150 for both of them, right?
Right.
And they're both are currently rented. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And how much are you getting in rent on each one of them?
I'm an indicator. I can't even remember. About $1,000 for 2206, but
Okay.
that can go up because she's Section 8.
You know,
So that
understood.
can go up to 1,400.
Oh wow. Okay.
But the other one is, I think it's $1,295, but don't hold me on that because I'm not near paperwork.
Silver, not a problem. I'm definitely not going to hold you to it. So one of them is
They're both Section 8.
Okay, good.
So they both qualify for the higher rent.
Yep, nice. So Sylvia, so you mentioned one of them. You currently rent it for 1,000, but we can come in and actually raise rent to 1,400. Is that correct?
You have to apply for that at Section 8, and then they have to approve it.
Right, but which means we could get that $1,400 a month in rent. Okay, and then the other one that you're not sure, but roughly about 1,200. Is that market rent or do you?
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think we can also get more rent for that or no?
I don't. It's the 3-bedroom standard is like it's $1,295 or
Yeah.
14 something.
Okay.
I'm not anywhere near my house.
Silver, no problem. So I will just keep the number that you give me as what it is, and I'm just gonna base off of that, okay? Roughly. So you mentioned that you want 70, so roughly you want about $75,000 for each, right, Sylvia?
All right.
Okay. So, I mean, here's something that, you know, that's nice working with us, Sylvia, is that, you know, we are willing to buy the property in an as-is condition.
Mhm.
So if there's any repairs, I know that Ty mentioned there might be a little cosmetic work that we might have to do to the property, which is complete.
The 2304, I just redid the whole place.
Okay,
Just new siding, new roof.
nice. Okay. Kitchen, bathrooms, all of those are good?
Yeah.
Okay,
They're
fantastic.
old houses. They're not, a lot of people think that, when they buy
Yeah.
a rental house, they, but, that's not the case, but the lady lives there, the rent gets paid, and that's all I can tell you.
That's right. And how long have you owned these, Sylvia?
20 years probably.
Oh, wow. And the renter has been good with you? They pay on time and everything?
Oh, yeah. Well, I've had several renters
Right.
over the years. Hmm.
Okay,
But Section 8 people have to pay, or you can evict them.
that's true. And when you do evict them, how long's the process, you know?
Oh, no, I don't know. You
Okay.
take them to court and stuff, I suppose.
Well, the reason I asked you that question, Sylvia, because if you don't have an answer to it, which that's a good sign, which means you never have to evict any of them. So that's good. Right now?
Done it, so, yeah, so.
Okay. Well,
I'm not gonna sell all of them anyway.
yeah. Well, the thing with us here, Sylvia, is that we are willing to buy the property in as-is condition. We are willing to take over the property with or without the renter. There's nothing that you have to do. So with that being said, I mean, could you see yourself going any lower than 75,000 for us?
I'd have to think about it.
Okay. But 75,000 right now is kind of where you want it to be?
Yeah, I guess. Pretty casual about it.
Sure, I understand.
I'd like people to go at 100, let's see, 70.
70,000?
Yeah.
So that's 70,000.
It's on 140. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically 7,000, so 70,000 each?
Yeah, and it's at 75 now. So that takes $10,000 off.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Well,
140 rather than
right,
150.
150. And now, Sylvia, if we decided to fix this property and resell it, what do you think things are selling for? Do you know?
About that.
Right about 70,000.
I haven't really put any of them on the market yet,
Yeah,
but they're a lot more than they used to be.
yeah, no, for sure.
It is hard. They're easy to rent because there's nothing to rent.
Correct. I mean, with the interest rate being it is, I mean, you know, it's, you know, for us, we have to make it so the property is very desirable for a new buyer to actually come in and buy it. But I mean, we look at this as both, whether can buy this, renovate it, resell it, or we'll probably, you know, fix it up, keep it as a long-term rental.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're saying, okay, so, okay, Sylvia, I mean, here's something I don't know if we could, but I think this is something that I think that we can, I can get my finance department and my company on board. Is that what if we take care of all your closing costs and all your fees too, Sylvia? So this is all including all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee. If there is any commissions, we will be responsible for it. And you own these free and clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to talk to the bank because
Yeah.
I've had, I mean, my own house even is in there.
I
It's
see.
$1 million house.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
Too.
yeah,
Matter of fact. So.
yeah. You definitely don't want to get that mixed up in here. So the reason I say that, Sylvia, is that we would cover all the closing costs and all the fees. So which mean that whatever price that we agreed upon, that'll be the net amount that you walk away with at closing, not a penny less. So we were to
30 people call me,
and say that.
to buy, to me to sell my house.
Yeah,
And, every day somebody calls.
yeah.
So this is first one I've even talked to.
And Sylvia, on behalf of our company,
He
I-
called me and I don't have to sell them. I mean,
I understand that.
And I don't have to sell any of them.
And No, and Sylvia, and I understand that, and I want to say on behalf of the entire company too, that we truly appreciate it, that you even give us the opportunity to chat with you and discuss with you about your property. And I can respect that, and I understand that you don't need to sell the property. You only would sell the property if the price makes sense for you, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah. And the thing is, Sylvia, honestly, and that's the whole entire goal. I mean, you own a lot of property and you're an investor yourself, so you understand like the numbers got to make sense for us as well. But we do, but we do want to make something here, Sylvia, that works for you and work for us. So I'm just saying, if we come in, we take care of all the closing costs, all the fees, we take over the property as is, we pay all cash, and we can close this thing in the next 30 to 45 days or sooner. Like, what's the least you would consider, Sylvia, as a walkaway net to you after everything's said and done, like in your pocket?
I think that 140 is gonna have to stay there because they both make
Yeah.
good money for me.
Right? No, I understand.
Give it away. The people don't bother me in these houses. They're nice and, why would I want to do that?
Yeah, nope, that makes total sense. So Sylvia, what I'm understanding is the only way that you would sell this is if you were to get 140,000, correct?
I think so. I've got to talk to my friend.
Okay. And
It's just me. I don't have anybody involved in it at all. but
Okay.
me. But I would like to talk to somebody. So make your offer and then I'll say yes or no. And but I have a lot of houses. They could have picked any of them. I
What?
don't even know how they picked those.
well, I mean, Sylvia, I mean, if we're able to work out on these two, I mean, and close them, I think that's the first thing is work out something that will work for you and work for us. Close on this, and then we.
Just half a block apart too.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice. You to work on them.
No, I mean, that would be awesome. I mean, if we can buy all of them, I think that's the ideal goal. But I think that, we picked this two because there's certain things that we see in them, and then we want to be able to get this done for you, start off with the good relationships, and then eventually buy the rest if you're interested in selling all of them. I mean, here's what we got for you, Sylvia. I mean, knowing that if the property is going to sell for roughly about that 70,000 or so on the market, I mean, for us, there got to be something here for us to make it make sense for us as a real estate investor.
Okay, so just tell me your number.
Yeah,
Because we were in that car trying to get back to Furious, so.
gotcha. I understand.
All I
So
have to do is say yes or no, or maybe.
yeah. So Sylvia, I mean, if we take care of all the closing costs, all the fees, right, and we can close this thing off cash, take over the property as is. I mean, would you consider like 110?
No.
That's net to you in your pocket.
No,
That's not gonna work.
no, because they're all net to me. All these people that are calling. Net,
Yeah.
all the fees and everything. Just a minute. This is a lady that's representing Ty, the fireman.
Yeah,
They're offering me 110 for both houses.
yeah,
Yeah, okay, nope.
got it. So
I just don't want to do that. That's
I understand.
no. That's
So-
50,000 and they're free and clear. I get the money
Yeah,
right now. So it would be stupid of me to do that. But think it over.
so
And-
Sylvia, so let me ask you this. I know the 110 obviously is too low for you to make it work, and I understand that and I can respect that. But 140 is probably, a little too high for us to make it work.
Mhm.
Is there another price that we can meet somewhere that actually work for you and work for us?
I have to talk about it. I have to think about it tonight. Why don't you call me back tomorrow?
Okay, so I will go ahead and I'll take this information back, and I guess I can also discuss it with Ty as well, and then we'll call you back tomorrow, and then
He's seen both houses.
yeah, well, I understand that.
Mhm.
But
So call me tomorrow. I'll think about it tonight.
okay, but right now you know that the 110 is not going to work for you, right, Sylvia?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, but
If I were desperate, that'd be easy.
well, no, I understand. But
Yeah.
but Sylvia, before I let you go, because I don't want to waste your time or our time. I mean, we are interested in buying these two properties. The only thing it's coming down to is making sure the number works for you and also makes sense for us. I know that the 140 is probably too high for us to make it work, and I know that the 110 is just too low for you. My question to you is that I will certainly let you think about it. Not a problem. We'll call you back tomorrow. But right now, do you feel like we can make this work if we can if we're willing to come up on price and
Yeah, look, I'll think about it tonight and you
Okay.
think about it tonight.
okay, and then either me or Ty. Okay, either me or Ty will call you back tomorrow. Okay.
All right.
Now, Sylvia, like I said, I don't want to waste your time, but if we can come up to like even 120 or 125, would that be something that you would consider?
I think about it, yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do then, Sylvia. I'll chat with Ty, and then he might give you a call back tomorrow. What our final offer would be. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Sylvia. I appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Yep. Chat with you tomorrow. Okay.
Talk to you tomorrow. Yeah.
All right. Bye, Sylvia. Take care. All right. So I guess Ty, this is gonna be up to you, dude. It's gonna be in your ball.
But that was
It's-
awesome.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. So this is gonna be in your court. And like I said, a lot of times I would be patient, let her talk. But I know that we're on a time limit. Also, too, is that she's also like she's not in a position to like there to like make a decision and talk more. So before I let her go, right? I want to make sure that hey, if I give you if we come back with this number, right, that 120 or so, the 125, would that be
Sure.
even something she consider? And Ty, it sounds like that would be something that she would consider. My only
Sure.
question to you is that you thinking that the ARV is 100,000, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if we take hold on a second, if we take 125 divided by 2, so that's 62,000.
Mm-hmm.
So you're thinking we can lock it up for 62,000. You think that we can sell this thing for like 75K, 80K?
Yeah, I believe so. If we can
Okay.
get it done.
Now, okay, so now Ty, what if we can't get it for 120? You guys, like the things when you get on the call with the seller too, to really make an offer and lock in, we need our number. So which mean is, hey, so if we take this one, if we accept for 140, divided by 2, that's $70,000 pop.
Mm-hmm.
So the question now is like, hey, could we sell this for 75,000 or 80,000? I mean, what do you think, Ty?
I think so, just because it it has the income coming in as well as a generating asset.
Right. So the reason I asked you, Ty, because you understand the market more than I am. So in
Sure.
my market, dude, this is a no-brainer, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
in
yeah.
but in your market, because yours is a cheaper market,
Yeah.
I don't know where the landlord has to be, right? I don't know if they're buying at a 1% or a 2% or a 3% in that they want return.
Well, I can say this to give you reference.
Yep.
I know a lot of the buyers here are buying at like a 1%. Maybe some are trying to push for 2%. But I will say to get a duplex, if you go buy a duplex right now, they're listing them at like 175, 190 to get a duplex. And she's offering a 2-house situation with 2
Yep.
good standing tenants.
Okay.
So
Got it. So Ty, I mean, if I were you, then you're saying even locking up at 140, which is $70,000 pop, that there's something that we could do.
yeah, I think so.
Got it. So Ty, then here's what I'm gonna do. I'll let this call continue because we got how much time we got, Q?
We got 40 minutes, my friend. So by this
Okay,
time,
I mean later on, honestly, I can either call her back and say, you know what, we chat with our team, we're willing to take on the risk, and then we can lock this thing up at 140 today, or unless you want to wait for her until tomorrow, let her think about it.
I say let her think, because she is loose. She's very loose. She's been very flexible with me. She's been real. I've built a lot of rapport.
Nice.
I don't know. Maybe let her think on it.
Okay, cool.
For tomorrow.
Ty, okay, awesome, dude. Then you already know the numbers. That's my offer. Last offer to her is saying roughly about 125, and see if you can get her down any further. If not, dude, I will you do, then just lock it up under contract on 140, and then try to see if we can wholesale it.
Sure.
Okay.
Appreciate
Good.
you.
No, you're welcome. Thank you.
Charles, are you there? My bro.
Yes, I'm here.
No, actually, I'm not.
What do you think about that call, bro? What do you
I
think?
think that was crazy, man. That was really good. Because what I like about it is you kept the call alive. There's so much going on, and you have to think about all this stuff. And she was a little combative. She wasn't she wasn't easy. Like my call was easy. That was a harder call. And it just shows Khang's expertise on how to navigate that deal. I loved it, man. I loved it.
Charles, thank you for the kind word, bro. No, I appreciate it.
Guys, pretty cool to announce this because I know that we're on a time. My goal is to take a call and then hopefully we can go one more rotation. I'm very mindful of everybody's time here, so we do want to open this up so that we can at least give game and some advice. But before I jump into my call, Charles had a big announcement on something that he's doing that Kong and I are both a part of. That's super awesome. And I just wanted to give you the floor real quick, Charles, to talk about this because everybody here is excited about what we're doing.
Well, first, I want to say thank you to Quentin. We have been friends for many, many years, way before even people thought we were friends, or we even saw us together. And it's such a huge pleasure, guys. If you don't know this, if you've never met someone, and I'm not saying this, I don't jazz anybody up. If you know who I am, I don't jazz people up. I just want to say it's such a big pleasure to be on this Zoom with Khang and have been able to talk to him here the last few days. It's a huge pleasure, guys. You guys are having a treat by having these gentlemen here with you today. You can learn a lot from them, and I want to thank both of them first. And next, I want to thank all of you guys. Look, I don't know where you're from. I want to thank everybody for being here. But if you haven't heard of Wholesaling Live took place 2022, 2023. It is what we call the Super Bowl of wholesaling, guys. Some of the biggest players are going to be there. The objective is, we've done this twice. The objective is over $1 million to the attendees. That means you're going to come in and it's going to be, it's not an event where you come to and a lot of people are just talking and you guys are just listening. Wholesaling Live is an event where you're the event. You guys are the focus. And there's going to be some great people there from Pace Morby, Nick Perry, Logan Fulmer, Kong, Eric Klein, myself, Henry Washington. We just got Zach and Rick Guillen. Like, that's crazy. Like, they don't, first of all, Kong, Zach, and getting Rick, those three, that is like unheard of, guys, to have them on board with Wholesaling Live. We got Richard Taylor. Richard Taylor is one of the youngest millionaires in the real estate business. This guy's taking the industry by storm. And I want you guys to come to Wholesaling Live. We got some great companies coming to Wholesaling Live from MySpeed, PropStream, Investor Base. They're all going to be providing leads. Got my man Q here, Tez, some great people, guys. Everybody, all these guys are doing big things in real estate. And what is the objective? Imagine what we're doing here live. Everybody doing it at the same time. Comps, contracts, dispo. People are going to leave Wholesaling Live making money. And I want all of you guys to come and for that, because of Khang and Quentin, we'll be giving you guys a very, very special promo code that'll cut off on any drone ticket or 75% off for this group. And then if you want to come VIP or elite, we'll give you 50% discount. I'll put those inside the chat. Guys, this is an event where the people are the event. So I hope you guys will make it. I'll put those promo codes in there here in a minute, courtesy of these two men right here. And I hope to see you at Wholesaling Live.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Charles. We're so excited. Come on, man. Guys, this is like basically Wolf of Wall Street status. I've been to the last two Wholesaling Live events. When you walk in, it's insane because everybody's doing the business. That's all it is. Charles provides the leads, the softwares, the systems. He helps you guys out with putting the closers, aka the speakers. These guys aren't just going to go on stage and talk about the event. We're going to be in the crowd with y'all. Kong's going to be attending virtually. He's going to be helping you guys out a lot from the stage. It's going to be super dope. Going to show you guys some of the best closing tactics in the flow that you can kind of adapt to yourself as far as how we all take on calls. What I love about watching, so I don't know if you guys know this, but I've been watching Kong's videos for years. Since he started his YouTube channel, I followed him. I actually ran into him years ago at a place called We Live, and it was in Dallas, right? And so he had a huge crowd around him. My dude is a very energetic, the same guy he is online is who he is in person. There's no difference, okay? He didn't know me at the time, but I was a fan and I was in the crowd watching him speak. And it was just so crazy going to his YouTube channel. And that's like around 2018, 2019, and seeing all those cold calling videos. When I founded my YouTube channel, It was 2019, and I decided to adapt. One of the things that Kong inspired me to do was to get on the phone and start cold calling, you know? And so, I mean, just seeing this guy, who, in my opinion, has like a very unique personality and a very unique voice, just not be afraid to sound stupid, to look stupid, to just have the confidence on there. And even when we don't know what to say, just to pull words out. It's just so crazy because it was like, man, if Kong can do it, I can do it. You know, like, because if he can do it, why can't I do it? And so I went live, started cold calling, and it was one of the best things that I've ever done, you know? So, like, guys, picture that. Just the guys that are teaching this cold calling online coming up to your face and helping you through a deal that you find in front of you. That's what's so cool. We also have a dispo team that's going to be there live, which is super cool. So we're going to be selling deals while we're contracting deals at the same time. Think last year they did over $1 million in assignments just from the crowd, which Charles and everybody split with you. It's just an even split. It's super cool. So, guys, if you've been struggling to do the business, you want an interactive experience, not just like going online and watching a bunch of people do this. Or guys that just go on stage and speak about how much money that they make. This isn't that kind of event. This is real, interactive stuff. So you get to actually do the business and learn by doing. I love doing that. Like, that's my favorite thing. That's what me and Kong do. We just go live and we show you. Just pull out the phone, show you. Because it's not hard, bro. Right, Kong? Like, it's really not hard.
And guys, we gave away a house last time, $200,000 house to somebody in the audience.
Oh damn, dude, and I wasn't there. Hey Q and Charles, can I add something to this?
Of
Yeah.
course.
So hey, I want you guys to all understand. Like I don't like I get asked to go speak, but I just don't, right? And the reason I choose to do this because, dude, I owe Q such a big favor, and I don't know how else I can return the favor to him. You know, I was brought up in a family where, hey, Kong, you don't take things from people when you haven't provided them value. And I don't want to owe anybody anything, dude, because I believe my belief is a little bit different. I believe that if you owe somebody something this life, and if you don't pay them, whether it's through time, whether it's through money, whether it's through whatever it is, if you don't pay them, it carries on to the next life, and you have to be their slave. I don't want to be Q slave. I don't want to be Q slave the next life. Okay, so I want to pay back, but this is something I want you guys to all understand. For those of you who's sick and tired of going to one seminars after another seminars, class after class, what if I tell you this? And the reason I say this, because I was in the exact same shoes you were, going to seminars, mastermind after mastermind, trying to figure out my missing page, right? The missing link. What if I tell you that what I'm going to share with you, right, at Charles' event, even though I'm doing live, but I'm not going to talk. I'm going to show you a strategies that only my students, like I only share with my students. It's blown away. That will get you results. Dude, I can almost guarantee it. But I can't say the word guarantee. But if you implement the strategy that I'm going to share with you, I am like 99% confident that you will walk away in the next 30 to 60 days. Either you're going to get one deal under contract, or you're going to have seller calling you, where you're talking to hot and warm lead. Imagine that. The one piece of information I share with you, honestly, you really don't need anything else. And a lot of you, what you're doing is that you spend too much time collecting knowledge when all you need to do is find one piece and then just implement and stay consistent. And that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys on Charles' live event.
Dude, so
And
excited.
I'm so confident, man. Dude, I'm so confident.
Yeah, we're excited, y'all. Really, guys. So Charles dropped the link. We put it inside of the chat. I'd love to see y'all in person. It's a live event. You know, this isn't like a virtual option. This is like in person. If you can make your way to San Antonio, dude, pack your car, bring your kids. Who cares?
Dude.
Through. It's gonna be an experience. Like legit, it will be an experience. I've never missed one. Like, and I've gone to each one. Charles and I, we've worked together for a long time. You know, he's spoken a lot of my events. You're gonna learn some really crazy things while you're there. It's not all just wholesaling. So kind of just put that into perspective. All right. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a call. My guy Ken, real quick, dude. So give me some background on this property in particular. So I see that you sent me a lot, right? So this is a vacant lot. I see it. It's in Houston. I
Yes,
love
sir.
Houston when it comes to that because there's no, how do you say, there's no
Zoning laws.
regulation exactly on what you can build on that, and that's
Right.
really what's beautiful about this. So let's go over this real quick. You know, you've talked to this person. They're for sale by owner. They're trying to sell the lot for how much?
They try to sell for 250.
250. And I'm looking at it right now. It's like a corner lot. Do you know how many square foot it is?
Yeah, 53. Hold on, let me check. We're ahead and CRM. I think it's like 53. My phone off 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 square foot lot.
So you got to put it into perspective, bro. What are we building? So the comps that you sent me, and I'm going to share my screen so we can look at everybody can see because I'm talking to Ken behind the scenes right now. He's messaging me. Feel free to message me if you got a deal that you want to submit, and we're going to call him because right now we're going through the list, but there's a lot of cold leads, so I'm looking for warm. But this is what I was that was sent to me. So this is a comp report based on properties that are selling brand new in the area. I'm guessing, correct? Are these new builds?
Yeah, those are new builds.
Okay. So most people that I know that build new builds, they typically purchase at about 15 to 20% of the value of the property. So that means that if we have like I don't know, because I'm looking at these houses here, right? If we look at these houses here, we got to think about what we can build and what structure that we're going to build. So again, what we're looking at right now, Ken, is a 5,000 square foot lot. If we round down, it's 5,000 square feet.
Correct.
These houses, you see the lot square footage, right? And then the
Yeah,
building square footage. So you have a pretty decent sized lot, but I don't know about these ones here. Like these ones are a little bit weird. I don't know why they're so small. But those are like smaller lots. But you have these here that are built on 5,000 square foot lots. So we know for a fact that we can purchase, we can build a 2,400, 2,000 square foot lot. Got to make sure that we have enough room for a driveway, a front yard, and a backyard. So those are all good things, right? But I would
mhm,
recommend that if we're going to purchase this thing, that we also see if they have a survey available for the house. So, kind of taking a look at that, guys. If y'all, I think a lot of people they misconstrue the idea of this, and I wanted to because again, I had to ask twice, but so y'all don't look stupid. If you're dealing with a residential vacant lot, that is a lot. That is not land. That is not the same thing. That's not even in the same ballpark. Land, guys, is anywhere between 2 acres and up. Then you can call it land. But if it's still in an area where the like predominantly properties are being built and they're single family homes, and you have this vacant lot that's in between 5 or 20 houses, understand that that's not land. That land can be subdivided, it can be separated, you can sell off parcels, you can literally section off different parts of your land and sell off acreage if you own it. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but in my family, I have 300 acres of property in Kingsville, Texas. So, guys, this land I purchased years ago. At first, it was 180 acres. Now we have over 300 because the neighbor passed away and sold me half of his land. So, my property is in what's called an easement. Who here knows what an easement is? For my hunters in the building, I'm low fence, okay? So that means I'm ghetto, all right? That means I share my land with everyone else. I'm not a high fence hunter guy. If I built a high fence, it would cost me $500,000 to cover 300 acres of land. Now, it's pretty damn crazy. I'm also one of the only gurus, I think, in the space that actually owns a tank. On my land, I have a tank. No, it doesn't work, but I can still say, as a flex, I own a tank. So that's one. Two, we have a giant cabin, bunch of deer feeders, and a crap ton of deer. But I share my land with everyone else. All right. And so in an area, I know, dude, while all the gurus are out here buying planes, I'm staying 10 toes down with my tank. You know what I'm saying? But when I think about these things, right? By the way, I'm going to be selling it soon. So just so y'all know, like I found a military base out in Uvalde that buys broken tanks. It's been there for years. It's rusted. The neighbor owned it actually, and I took it from him because I purchased the land that it was on, and they didn't care. So my land is in an easement. I have to travel through someone else's land to get to it. Now, some of you guys might think, oh, he owns all this land. Okay, well, that's not even really a flex because I have to go and I have to maintenance it every year. There's trails, there's a little cabin that I built with my manos, there's, deer everywhere, we get hogs everywhere. That's land. So if I wanted to, I could section it off, sell 10 acres. I could put little plots around and section those off and sell them. I can even owner finance or I can sublease it where I rent out the space so that other people can come in and kill the deer that I feed. So it's low fence hunting, man. In Texas, guys, don't think it's anything like a flex. Think of a giant bush. Our trees, it's called brush. The brush is as big as a tree. So it's like going out there and just seeing ghetto land is really what it looks like. But I love it. I mean, I'm going there since I was a kid. Plan on going back later this year. So I'm telling you guys this because that is land. That is not a vacant lot in the middle of a city. So understand that those are two different things. Always know this because what you're going to build around the vacant lot is based on what the neighborhood's calling for. So again, a property like this, right? We're looking at what new builds would sell for. We don't know because we don't see any new builds aside from, but we see the new builds, but we don't know what lots are selling for. This is a lot that's probably an anomaly. So we have to figure out what the value is. They're asking $250,000. Just wanted to educate you guys on that. I'm gonna try calling it right now, and I'm gonna talk to this lady named Lisa, and the property is in Houston, Texas, which I love Houston.
I
So
left some notes for you as well
I
in regards
see.
to our conversation.
Have you already talked to her?
Yes,
Okay, and have you made an offer?
yes.
What did she what did you offer her and what did she say?
I offered her, I want to say, but I gave her, I didn't give her an exact offer. I gave her a range between 160 to 175. Just based on what's going on. I'm kind of looking at the comps right now. Uh, the lot comps, should I say? And there is one that did sell for 300K on the next street down on Milwaukee, 808 Milwaukee Street. But the only difference with that land has entitlements already. You know, it's been subdivided, it's been platted, things of that nature.
Got it. So she's thinking just because hers isn't that way, she'll knock 50 off the price and sell it. Do you know if it's
Yeah, she's under there because she's also she's also a realtor as well, but she's inactive right now, and she tried to justify her price of of what she's offering right now. She sent me some photos of some lots that's already pretty much, I mean, some properties that's already on the market, like something like million, yeah, I would say like $1 million build, but it's been on the market for like a long time. So,
okay? Give me a minute. Let's call this lady.
all right.
Hello.
Hi, Mrs. Bettis. This is Quentin. I work with Ken. He had told me about your property over here. It's a vacant lot on Woodard.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have just a quick minute so we can go over this together? I purchase properties like this, so I'm just trying to see if we can make something happen over the phone.
Okay.
So I took a look at the property. It's what, about 5,000 square feet?
Yes, it is.
It's just vacant totally. Does it have all the access to the utilities, septic tank, and everything like that?
Correct. It's city water and you'd
Okay.
have to hook up power. Yes.
Okay, cool, cool. So I noticed it's been listed for a while. Just kind of wanting to go over some feedback that you've been getting as far as maybe offers that you've received, because I don't want to waste your time, man. I really hope that you can understand that. I'm just trying to be mindful because I'm sure that you've been trying to sell this property for just a little bit, so I just want to make sure that I'm coming correct if you don't mind.
So we put it on just to see what kind of interest we would generate.
I see.
It's an
Okay.
up and coming area. We actually thought we were going to build there ourselves. So we've had it for several years.
Oh, wow.
Not thinking we're going to build there, but that property in that neighborhood has just blown up because it's inside the 610 loop,
Yep, I saw that.
10 minutes from downtown.
Mm-hmm.
They're building two streets over from us. They're asking one something, another one for 8, 3 on Milwaukee just sold for over 8. I have another piece of property that has a house, and they've been very interested in that one because they bought my neighbors, and that was a 10,000 square foot lot, divided it and put 2 because in that area it's a 5,000 square foot minimal
For sure.
lot size.
I've noticed this one, it's a corner lot, correct?
Yes, it is.
I see. Yeah, so I'm looking at that one that's on Milwaukee. I see that, that part in that specific area. What I love about this area is like its pockets, right? Just a little bit inside of this pocket, and that's where you're seeing those 800K sales. I see one that sold for like 850 on 406 Milwaukee. So I'm in agreement. I see where the value could be here. My main thing is just trying to see if we can make this thing work. So I do a few different things whenever I'm looking at these properties. Obviously, if I could purchase it all cash, right? Like, if I made you an offer over the phone on this, just from build cost, you already know that the price, if you've been doing the business, you understand. So I feel like we can talk business to business. What I'm looking at, is obviously the price for material and then the cost of labor. I mean, everything just seems to be so much expensive. What I used to do is build properties for $60 to $70 per square foot. Nowadays, it's like over 100. And given the nature of the quality of the properties that are being built around this, I just know for a fact it's going to be up there. So I'm just trying to see if we can make something work. for this property in particular, just based on what I've been able to just accumulate from the internet and put everything together. I work with Ken, by the way. So Ken and we've been working together. I'm his finance manager, so I handle the majority of the money. Ken's a good friend of mine. So he's the one who kind of referenced me, asked me to call you, see if we could make something work. He told me that he offered you between 150, 170, 180-ish, somewhere around there. So like obviously maybe that's not feasible for you, right? So I just want to come in and kind of get a better understanding of what we can do to make this thing work because I'm interested in building this area and I think that this could be a great deal. I just want to see if we can meet in the middle somewhere. So what was some feedback that you got as far as that number? I mean, why didn't it work? Kind of give me an idea. I get it might be too low, but is there a better reason? Because we can work something out is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, he came in with the 170 because
That's
he
what it
said
was.
HCAT was there.
Mhm.
And what I explained to him is since we own multiple properties, I personally go and fight these HCAT
Mm.
tax appraisals because they're the ones who give me the 250 number because that's where they were at 250, 225, 250. And for the last 8 years, I have fought them to bring it down because of the fact that it's an empty lot. Like
Yeah.
if it had something on it, which of course they do, but they're like, hey, but everything around you is selling, and now we just go by sold.
That's Harris County
property.
for you, though, man. They move like snails. They move like snails. I'm in San Antonio, so I saw your 713. I'm in San Antonio, just FYI, but I love Houston. I've been going over there. I mean, I would say that the crawfish that I've eaten in Houston is unparalleled to anything I've tried in New Orleans. And that's a big statement from somebody who used to weigh over 400 pounds. I'm just saying, I'm not 400 anymore. I'm 250, but there was a time. So to put a face to the name, I can send you some of the information about me and kind of like, so you know a little bit about who you're talking to. But I've been doing the business over 11 years now. It's been amazing. I purchase properties, I build them from the ground up, do a lot of rental, have big on portfolio. So, what I'm looking at here is a great development opportunity for me to build a new build, but obviously it's going to cost a lot of money. So I'm just trying to see what we can do. Look, and I know that you probably want more money. This is something I would like to kind of just pitch your way, and this might be a little unorthodox to what you're used to. What if we were to do something like I go up in my number, let's say 200,000, and what if we were to do like a down payment to that amount of money to get this process going? And what if I brought you in on the deal as a partner, and as I construct and build this property, I cut you out what you want, let's say an even 200 for this deal, and I make you a part of the transaction itself. So when the entire property sells, you get the full amount of money. I can go in and I can build and we can work this thing out together. That I'm just thinking like, why not? Why not? Right. So because Ken told me you're experienced. So for me, I'm just like, why don't we just work with her? So I'm just thinking out loud. Obviously, it's just something that it was kind of like, I don't know. I feel like Jesus put it in my heart to mention it because I love making money with people. And if it means that we can make money together, then why not? And if you have other properties that I could take a look at, I think that would be great. Because then if that's the case, if something does go wrong, we carry the listing together. Like we carry the risk together. So you want more? Okay, cool. Then let's just carry it together. If anything happens and we can't sell the new build for what we're trying to sell, I come in with the construction, I come in with the structure, I come in with the team, and we just kind of partner to see if we can make this thing work. At least I'd feel better about it that we can have a conversation and say, well, hey, 200, we kind of overshot. And then you can see the numbers because now we know what properties are actually sell for based on the feedback that we're getting from the market. The market will always tell the truth. Men lie, women lie. The market will tell the truth. And we'll know then if this is something that we can work out together. I'm just throwing that your way. Obviously, that's something to think about. You don't got to make a decision over the phone, but what does that sound like for you? I mean, does it sound like I'm crazy?
Yeah. The only reason is cash in hand.
Yeah.
Because we want to invest it in a different property.
I understand completely. Cash in hand, invest into another property. But it's just an option at the end of the day. If I did something like this, would you be open to like a creative finance deal where I take control of the land? I let's say I submit, I don't know, let's say a $50,000 down payment. Just as all hearsay. Again, just throwing numbers out, right? So you get some money to put down toward your other property. And then you can finance me the rest. I'll pay you monthly until I'm completed with the project. When I finish the project and I make the money out of it, I'll pay you out in full and the loan will balloon. But we can secure it on the asset itself, considering that it's your house. So if I miss a payment, you just take the property back. Whatever I built on it would be yours. So you can secure my word through your real estate that you own. So you don't have to worry about much because I'll give you that authority. And to me, I feel like that would probably be better, but that way there's a timeline for me because my goal would be to close on this thing, fund it, get you paid the down payment to make this work, and then go in and start building. And as I construct and build up, it shouldn't take me but 3 months to build the kind of house that I feel is required to sell for. I'm gonna think that the property sell for 600 grand if I'm being wrong, if I'm being real, because the ones on there in Milwaukee are all 800 and up. We're still outside of that. So I'm gonna say like I know I can get over 600 for what I build in this property, and it being a corner lot, I think that there's something that we can do here. But just let me know your thoughts on how you feel about that. Like, does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Because I can draft up a proposal and we can see if that can work.
I can discuss it with my husband.
Okay,
We
perfect.
normally wouldn't do that. He's built houses too, so that's why we've held on to it because we honestly could flip it if we want. I mean,
Totally, totally. I understand.
but so that's why I just put it on the listing to see what bites were out there, and somebody who was more aggressively interested in building
Mhm.
to flip it quicker. But we have several friends that live in that area also because we grew up in that area, and that's where we've bought most of our properties.
Mhm.
And that is considered the hidden gem
Of
because
course.
you're outside the heights. You're, Oak Forest is 1 million, 2 million plus right now, which
For
is where we
sure.
live now. And so that's why we've kind of sat on that because we always thought we'd build a house for our kids or whatever we wanted to do with it. So I don't know if he'd be interested in that only because, like I said, we want to invest in a different property.
Mhm.
And to do the wait till it builds program, it would just prevent our timeline.
I see. I see.
So
Okay. Well, what I would like to do, because I know you got to discuss this with your husband, maybe we can schedule a call where all three of us can be on the same page. I'll send over all of my info so you know who I am and you can put a face to the name and the voice, so that we can just kind of see if this is something that can work. I completely understand. You guys have your business that you have to take care of. I understand. But what I can do is at least take these two offers, put them in some type of LOI, and send it to you so that you can review them. And worst case scenario, it's a no, and that's fine too. Other thing that I could do is I have other people that purchase lots like this. Maybe if I get one of my partners involved and maybe I can toss a fee on top, I can try to just sell it for you or something. That's another option. So I can send you three different options. One of them's to novate. So essentially, I would be partnering with you and flipping it, constructing the property together so we carry the risk together. Two, you seller finance me with a specific amount of money down payment, and my timeline is the build. So hopefully I'm in and out within 6 to 7 months. Obviously, that might not be feasible because I know you guys are trying to invest in another property. And then three, I just bring a cash buyer to the table for you guys. I'm just trying to figure out a way to mitigate the risk here because I don't want to buy so high. I would probably be more comfortable at the 170 mark. And so for me, I just want to make sure that I'm covering all bases. And then we'll at least send an LOI for the cash offer that we had sent to you originally with me working with Ken. So those are like the four things that I can send you. This is my direct line, Lisa. Do you think you can send me your email so I can forward over all of this to you after the call?
sure. I'll text it to you.
Okay, and I really appreciate you being so kind and letting me kind of give you my spiel. We're just trying to make some money. We got families to feed too. I got a newborn daughter, she's 2 months old, so me just trying to figure out a way to get more projects. These real estate deals are scarce these days. So when we find a lot that's a hidden gem like yours, we just want to see if we can make something work. Is that okay?
That's great. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. God bless you, and I'll talk with you soon.
Okay, nice. Thanks.
Take care.
Man, you smooth like butter,
So
man.
all good. Guys, this is the thing, right? So when we're looking at these deals, we always want to make sure that we look at it in every type of infrastructure. So I have the money to buy this thing and flip it, fix it. I'd be down to take on a property in Houston. Some of you guys might not have that. So one thing that I've learned from Uncle Charles, and this is a takeaway from one of my mentors, right? Because I consider both Khang and Charles mentors of mine. Khang's given me confidence. Charles gave me creative, if I'm being real. So when I think of what Charles would do in an instance like this, Charles would structure a deal and then sell it. So like it sounds like I'm in it, but I'm telling you right now, I would structure the deal, get the agreement in place, and I would sell the terms and conditions of the deal. I've seen Charles do this with my own eyes. And so, guys, you can actually reverse create a deal from the inside. And if you have the structure there and you have the right investor partnerships, you can sell the structure to someone else. And so that's something that I learned from Uncle Charles, man. But guys, what do y'all think? Come on. How was that, Kong? Did I do good? Charles, did I do good?
You did good, man. Quinn, let
I
me
like
ask you guys.
that.
You're
I like
muted,
that.
brother. You're muted.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no, there you know, you're good. You're good.
Let me ask you guys a question. I can make another call, or I can give you a 3-minute breakdown on what a reverse wholesale is, and I'm gonna open up y'all's mind to a whole new world. What's
Are you
the
cool with
vote?
that, Kong? You down? We'll just
Dude,
do Q&A open mic at this point.
you know what? I'll do. Dude, I'm down for whatever you guys want, man.
Okay, cool. Let's run it.
Guys, this is what we call a reverse wholesale, okay? Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna run through this very quick. I think 3, 4, 5 minutes is my time. Years ago, when I've been in the business a long time, guys, since 2003, but I was in finance. And then in 2012, we were hearing a lot about wholesaling. And there was very few companies. Nobody would tell you how to wholesale, guys. You wouldn't find this right here. Trust me. You wouldn't find guys like Kong and Quentin sharing information with you. Nobody even wanted to let you pay them for the information. So here's the thing: we reverse engineered, and we got really good at wholesaling. But I kept hearing about reverse wholesaling, and I was like, "What the fuck is wholesaling? Reverse wholesaling?" Years later, I found out, and I'm talking about guys, 2017, that reverse wholesaling meant just find the buyer and know his buy box. I didn't know that. So I've always been creative. So back in 2012, 13, 14, I thought they meant that if wholesaling was ARV times 70% minus rehab, minus your wholesale, your MAO, I thought it meant you got to go from the bottom up, right? So we kind of figured out, engineered how to put a deal together, and we called it reverse wholesaling because we were collecting our fee at the top, and I'll explain. I'm gonna shock you right now. We did a deal here, the last reverse wholesale I did, because I don't focus on a lot on deals right now. I focus on something else that I'm working on. But in June, a guy brought me a deal. He said, "Man, it's an old church. It's an old church. Nobody wanted it because it looks like a house church. City has an easement on the side. There's a big warehouse in the front. Nobody's buying this thing, guys. Okay, CAD value is 215. Market value fixed up is 245. Those are the numbers." They brought it to me. They said, "Hey, man, we got it for 85. There's no way. Get a price drop to 75." So remember that number, 75. I told my guys, go find a church, man. Go find it in a cult. I don't care. They're devil worshippers. Everybody needs a little place to worship, right? And that's what we did. They found it. They found a little church, and we said to them, "Hey guys, ARV 245. We're not rehabbing. CAD value is 215. You're already getting a deal because we're selling to you at 165. Isn't that a deal? You're going to put 20 down. We're going to create a note at 145. They wanted a $2,000 payment, so we went with an 11.03 interest rate on a 10-year amortization. And that was perfect because short-term investors don't want to go 30 years. So pay attention to what we're doing here. We're selling for 165, 20 down, 11.03 interest rate, creating a $2,000 payment. They don't pay no taxes, so that's perfect because they're a church, and it's a 10-year am. So what did we? That was the reverse, the top part. That 20 G's goes into our pocket, right? It's on the top. But we took 10 in cash. They didn't have the other 10. So I took 6 on what we call a silent second at a 15-year note. And we sold that for, excuse me, we took 10 at a 15-year interest rate on a silent second, and we sold that to somebody for 6,000. So we made 16 on top. You guys get that? But we still have to pay the seller. All this happened at the same time, guys. You got to coordinate this. So we started to pay the seller the 75. Now remember, I created a note at 145, guys. Created a note 145, right? Because I gave them credit. 165 minus 20, 145. And I found a note investor, not a note buyer, a note investor. A note buyer wants to, they want to discount you. They want all this stuff. A note investor just wants the deal. I said to the note investor, I said, "Look, man, I got a perfect deal for you. No rehab, perfect clients. They don't pay taxes. If they fuck up, it's an LLC. What's the church? You get to foreclose. No owner occupied status. No RMLO. You don't got to pay me nothing. I'm gonna get you $15,000 of equity on a 10-year amortization, 11.03 on your money. He said, let's do it. So I created, check this out, guys. I created a note at 145 and he brought in 130. So he's getting 15,000 of equity. Now, think about this. 130 minus 75,000, guys. That's what was on the bottom end, $55,000. The guys who brought me the deal, we gave them 25. So we made 25 plus the 16 on top. You guys get it? That's what we call a reverse creative wholesale deal, guys. That's how you make nothing into something.
Oh my God, bro. That's just insane, Charles. Guys, there's more I've seen Charles do. If you like ninja tactics like that when it comes to deals that a lot of people pass on, Charles is somebody that y'all should follow. Charles, you can do me a favor and drop your Instagram so that everybody here can follow you, man.
Thank
But
you,
guys,
man.
you know, this has been such a fun session for everybody that is in here. Has everybody here gotten value from this? Come on, drop a fire emoji in the comment section if you got value from this, dude. This has just been crazy. Kong, I really appreciate you, bro. Is there anything that you want to tell the crew before we decide to disband all of this? We can all just kind of give our own advice on things.
Dude, I just want to say thank you so much. It's truly an honor, dude, to be here. And I remember, just 12 years ago, I was just like one of you sitting on the other side of the screen watching someone. I'd be like, man, dude, is this even real? And until you do that first deal, my friend, dude, you're going to go beast mode. Your confidence is going to go skyrocket. But for me, my whole thing is it comes down to this, right? There's only two types of people. You're either making money or you're making excuses. So which one is it? If you're making money, I know you're not making excuses. If you're making excuses, my friend, dude, I know your bank account is below sea level. All right? It's so cold, bro. It's below sea level. Okay? So for me, that's how it is. Now, if you want the real version, dude, it's either get rich or be a little bitch. That's all it is, guys. It's either you get rich, all right, and be the boss, or you work for a boss. That's it. The choice is yours. Thank you so much, and each and every single one of you. Charles, it's an honor, bro, once again. Dude, to actually see you and connect with you, Q, from the bottom of my heart, bro. Thank you so much for bringing me into the circle. And for those of you, like I said, if you're tired of going to one seminar, another seminar, mastermind after seminars, all of this, dude, I'm gonna blow you away at Charles' event. One strategies. That's all you need, my friend. It's gonna get you that first deal or that next deal that you're looking for. I'm gonna show you how to do it virtually. So thank you.
For sure, man. Guys, so I dropped a link here. It's my affiliate link. It is what it is.
Hey, let's go.
The Wholesale to Millions Club. And my guy Kong
Oh.
just launched his own private community, man.
Oh,
And
Q, you didn't have to, bro.
it's cool. It's cool, dude. And guys, he didn't ask me to do this, but I believe in what Kong's doing so much. Guys, and if we're being honest, this is one of the most affordable programs that Kong has ever thrown out right now.
Oh,
And you can
Q.
join for as little as $37 a month. So, dude, get in there. If you want to be on live cold calls, Kong's specialty is in a specific strategy that is virtual, that's A through Z, that can be done from a cell phone or a laptop. So Charles and I focus on county stuff. Charles focuses on creative stuff. Kong focuses on doing stuff, and so there's so much that you can get from being a part of his community. Y'all make sure that you hit the link because it's only $37 to join. That's Q's link. So just know that. And dude, I mean, the price is going to go up. I just know it because he's already at almost 300 plus members and it's going to go up even more, dude. So make sure you guys make your way into his community using the link that I put in the comment section. You already know most of you guys are already in mine, but I wanted to shout out Kong's because it's great, and I'm glad to be a part. So
Q, bro, thank you so much, Q. Dude, once again, bro, stop, dude. Listen to me, dude. I don't want to owe you anymore, bro. I feel so bad. And Q, also, too, it's like this right here, dude. This question right here from James, my bank account's at 0. Dude, James, honestly, bro, I don't want to take up too much time. But if you were on my live stream, bro, James, dude, I would take this question, bro, dude, and I will make you eat this. Listen, bro, you say you have 0. I can almost guarantee you, bro, you're probably spending something on lunch on dinner today. So this, like I said, only 2 types, my friend. You're either making money or you make an excuse. This to me right here, dude, is an excuse. There should be no excuses, dude. Okay? Listen, some of you don't even know how good you had it. Dude, I was born and raised in a mud hut. I grew up catching frogs for dinners. Didn't even know what, dude, I didn't even know what my next dinner will be. Some of you grew up, dude, you had it too good. You just had it too good, bro. So for me, dude, Lon and I, when I was 18, I dropped out of high school when I was 17. Lon and I was living in a shed behind a mobile home park. You think we want to live there? Hell to the no. But we did whatever was required. I was financially struggled, so I didn't go and rent a nice apartment. Lon and I didn't go out to eat. So when every single time when you say, hey, I don't have money, well, what have you spent it on today? You see, because success was not your priority. Investing in yourself was not a priority. Eating that lunch, eating that dinner, going on that vacation trip was your priority. And that's why you are where you are, my friend. Listen, you are where you are because of who you are and the choices that you make. And the only way to change it, my friend, is you got to start changing yourself, changing your beliefs, start making different choices. If you keep doing the same thing, man, you're gonna get the same results. And all I gotta say, dude, winners, bro, it's always we know what is our priority, dude. We know what our priority is.
I appreciate that.
I love this, man. I gotta put this in here, guys, because and I love what Khan just said, guys. I'm gonna tell you something. And most of you, some of you might know my story. You know, I spent almost 10 years in the penitentiary for a crime I didn't commit. I got 4 degrees. I graduated from University of Texas, created this company, created a personality online, and I make money. If you're not willing to do what others are willing to do to get where you need to be, you're gonna stay where you're at. You have to be uncomfortable, man. You have to be able, like these calls right here, like you need to join Khang's school. Like that is, I didn't even know it was $30. That's crazy. You know, you need to join Quentin's stuff, man.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to put yourself in positions that that make you uncomfortable, if you're okay with watching Netflix and fucking going out every fucking night and drinking and all this other shit, let me tell you something. You're gonna wake up a year from now and you're gonna be in the same spot, man. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable, and you got to get around people who are on the same trajectory that you want to be on. I tell everybody that tells me, how do I start? This is what you do. Take a sheet of paper, write down all your friends and all your family. Everybody tells you that sounds whack, you can't do it. Or everybody who tells you, hey, let's go out, let's go fuck around, let's go drink, let's go. You need to just, I love you guys, but, and zero in on yourself, and you're going to find a whole new set of friends, and you're going to make it, man. If you anybody can do it, guys. Look at Khang's story, what he just told you. You know, and the reason guys like me and him and Quentin don't feel sorry for anybody, we're willing to help.
Oh.
Is because we've already gone through some crazy stuff, man. And you guys can do it. You guys can do it. You just have to get uncomfortable and focus. So I love that you shared that, Khang. That's a beautiful.
Dude, Charles, thank you so much, dude. And Charles, I just want to add another piece on top of that. You know, I used to have friends that said, hey, Khang, do you know the football season, blah, 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 is playing in fantasy football? I say, dude, no. I don't focus on watching sport. You know what I focus on? Watching my bank account. I focus on watching my money. And that's a lot of you are, dude. You spend so much time on the prima donna drama, you know what's going on with the Kardashian, you know, everything, dude. You start watching all this show. The only thing you're not watching, dude, is your money. And that's the only thing you should be focusing on until you're financially stable, like until you're financially set. You're at Charles' place, you're at Q place. Then is the time that you deserve to go and party. Listen, people think that, oh man, Khang doesn't enjoy his money. No, dude. Lon and I go on vacation, we blow $30,000, $40,000 on a vacation trip. But the thing is, the sacrifice must be made. So a lot of you, what you do is that you pay the price a day, so one day you can do whatever the F that you want. Yes, you have deserved now to watch the football. You deserve now just to chill on the weekend. You deserve now to go on a vacation trip while other people's grinding. Because you pay the price, my friend. Right? Listen, that's all it is. If you do what's easy, dude, life is going to be hard. If you do what is easy first, life will be hard. I can guarantee you that. I've seen that happen with all of my friends, even my family. No one would live in the shed behind a mobile home park for 5 years. Suck it up, driving around a beat up 1997 Honda when I was making $200,000 a year. Who do you know that make $200,000 a year? Your friend that's driving around a beat up 1997 Honda Accord. Nobody. Nobody would. But you know what? Winner will. The people who care for their future, the people who's willing to sacrifice this today for their actually freedom. You know, I see people who make $100,000 a year and drive $100,000 car. You don't want to be that person. You want to be the person who have $100,000 liquid cash in the bank and drive a $10,000 car, my friend. Right? Because your freedom is way more important.
Amen. Man, I'm telling y'all I saw a video the other day, and this pastor was preaching a sermon, right? And he had this bottle of water, and he goes like this. He's just like, Lord Jesus, please put the water inside of this bottle into my mouth. Take the water out of the bottle and put it into my mouth. He said, Lord Jesus, do this, do this, do this, do this. And he said, guess what, guys? Let me show you what you need to do. Some things don't require prayer, they require action. Okay?
Wow.
We can't pray our way to wealth. Okay. And believe me, man, faith goes a long way for everybody here. But I'm telling y'all, you know, we can all want it and wish for it, but if we're not doing the actionable things that we need to do every single day to get to where we need to go, those are prayers that fall unheard, my friend. I mean, I would assume that they're all heard, but at some point you got to wake up and use what God's given you to get yourself to where it is that you're trying to go. But remember that, right? Whenever you're just wishing that it could happen, there you go.
There you go.
Guys, we have a lot of things that we're going to give away, but we are way past time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them away at random on email. So please, for every single person that is here, watch out for an email from Q, and you guys are going to be able to receive it. And we're going to give away a bunch of things. All right. So go ahead, Khang.
Yeah. Hey, Q. Also, too, dude, could you drop your link to school, bro? And
Oh, yeah, of course.
I don't know if Charles has school, but guys, if you follow me, bro, you follow me and you don't follow Q, I'm telling you this, his strategies. The way that he does his deal, like you guys already seen it. So if you haven't followed Q and joined his school community from your boy King Kong, the best investment you ever made. You know, dude, bro, cost less than your breakfast, cost less than your lunch. You see, so many people don't even think twice when they go buy a pair of shoes or go buy the shirts. But when every single time, man, when they invest into themselves or their business that can actually make them more money, bet on themselves. Guess what they do? They contemplate, they think, they debate. They don't be like, man, I don't even know if I should spend that. But the next thing, and then they're like, man, I don't got any money. But the next thing you ask them, hey, let's go out for dinner. No, dude, for some freaking reason, the money came out of nowhere. The money came out of nowhere. My family, my friends, same thing. Do not never one thing. Never ever loan money to friends and family. Give it to them and call it in, but never ever loan. You ain't gonna get that shit back. Because, dude, I gave it to my family. Like, Lon, dude, she's now anti. She's like, dude, don't even talk to me about it. Because it happens. You gave it to them. The next thing you see is they blow it on vacation trip. They go to the club. The last thing they do is pay you back. They don't care about you. And I'm telling you right now, families is great, but sometimes you got to be extremely careful. The best friend that you think might be behind you trying to sabotage you. The family, the people you call family, sometimes they don't even treat you as good as strangers. I'm just saying, it's the connection. You think your family want to see you succeed and win until you really succeed? You think my family really, only my parents, bro, is happy when I drive baby Rory home. You think my brother, my sister, no, they're not. Like, they want you to obviously do good, but not better than them. Or to the point where, dude, they couldn't even reach you. Then they try to say all kinds of shit to you. Oh, life is too short. Enjoy it. You might die tomorrow. Right? And that's why they're stuck living paycheck to paycheck, because of the mindset. Your thoughts dictate your action, guys. And your action is what produces results. What you think about success, what you think about money, what you think about freedom, what you think about rich people. I used to grow up, you know, just like my mom said, rich people are not good and blah, blah, blah. Like, save your money. You ain't going to save your money to $1 million. Let me tell you that. You ain't going to save your way to $1 million, my friend. And if you do, you'll be 75. Why would you want to be a millionaire at 75? Like, what are you gonna do with that? Dude, the only way, bro, is you gotta build your own business and you gotta bet on yourself. That's it. Bank on yourself, dude, and build a business.
Man, dude. All right, y'all. Let's land this
Yeah, we're
plane.
done.
Can we do it? Let's get this money before we
Hey,
end?
hold on a
Come
second.
on. We got to do this. All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
we gotta do this.
I'm bringing everybody up real quick so that we can do this. All right, go for it, bro.
All right, guys, let's what? Let's
Get
go.
Go get this money.
Hey, let's go. Thank you so much,
Let's
guys.
go. Let's go.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Love y'all so much, man. I hope you guys got value. Watch out for the replay on YouTube. We'll see y'all on the next one. Let's get it.
Yes,
See you
sir.
guys later.
Ski.